Hi! So for the past 4 days, I've been trying to make a video and have been very unsuccessful. I would set all my lamps up in one room so that there would be plenty of light. I would find the perfect setting on the camera. I would start to film and then bleh, nothing. No words. I would change the settings on the camera and film a take and watch it back and see what I thought. Change them again, film it, watch it back and see what I thought. But when it came down to me actually filming something to say, I couldn't do it. I tried to film myself in a walking vlog when I went to the park and jogged, but I couldn't do that. I got outside around people. I just stuttered, mumbled, stuttered. The second day, I actually filmed for 2 hours about Camp NaNoWriMo, which I'm doing this year. And then after I watched back the 2 hours of footage, I had less than a minute and a half worth of usable film. I would film and then I would choke. I just couldn't get the words out. I couldn't say what I was thinking. I would stutter, I would mumble, and I'd say a lot. After editing the 2 hours of film and getting a minute and a half, I kind of felt a little discouraged. But then I thought about it and I realized that even though I didn't make a video that was usable, it was still good practice. So I didn't let it get me down. I kind of try to think about it positively. Yesterday I tried to film a video about when I was a little girl in elementary school and a little boy tried to force a kiss on me and I busted his nose. I got through most of that story okay. Something about it wasn't connected. It was very fragmented and kind of rambly. I wonder why I'm having so much trouble filming myself talking to a camera. I mean, I'm talking to you, so it should be easy for me to do that, right? I just have to think about it. I'm talking to someone. There's someone out there listening. Looking back, I think it had a lot to do with not planning. I would plan out what I wanted to talk about. I'd be like, oh, I can talk about that time that I did this, or oh, I can talk about that. But then I would sit down and then I would think, well, what do I want to say? And nothing would come to mind. I would have a blank, or I would try to say something and then something else would pass through my head and I would get completely lost and off track. Well, last night, after I had a very hard time trying to film myself and coming up empty-handed again, I decided, you know what, I think I'm just going to write something down and see what happens if I just plan it out a little bit better. I had reservations about writing things down and working from that because I wanted this to be like a conversation, spontaneous and off the top of my head. But I realized after talking to a couple of my friends that I am a bit random and sometimes I do fly off in tangents and sometimes I say a lot and I have to stop and think about what I'm going to say. I think it's because my brain's working so quickly and I just want to say everything really fast. Sometimes I stutter and mumble my words out. So far this conversation has been from notes that I made. Just basically an outline of things I wanted to say. I would look back to them when I get a little off topic and start all over again. In the end I figured, you know, what is there to lose? I really can't just keep going on and trying to have a conversation with you off the top of my head because, I mean, so far 3 days passed and I don't have a video up. I haven't been able to do the everyday vlogging because I couldn't get it out. I couldn't get out a sentence without ums and stuttering and mumbling. But now I think this is good. I think this is working a little better. So one of my questions for you is, have you ever had this problem before? Have you ever had the false start, you know, where you set everything up, you start to record, and then you can't remember what you were going to say, or you draw a blank? Do you write things out and plan it out, or do you generally try to do things more spontaneous? I'm finding it a little bit easier to write an outline and keep to it. It's been really hard for me this past 3 days trying to get a video out, but I think today is the day that I actually get one posted. So, yay for posting a video. So yeah, thanks for the chat. I'll talk to you later. Bye. Oh, one more thing. I was wondering if you guys wanted me to do sort of like an introduction video, and if you do, what would you want me to talk about? I mean, what would I want to know about me? Bet.